Hello friends, welcome to Traveling con Arlene, where I share travel tips to help you plan your best vacation. So recently my daughter and I sailed on Oasis of the Seas, and I'm going to provide some of our tips that we learned during our sailing. Where are we going? Where to? On Oasis. Let's start with embarkation day. Most people are going to head over to the Windjammer, the main buffet on board, in order to have lunch. I suggest that in order to avoid crowds, you head on over to the Park Cafe. This is going to be on deck 8. They are famous for their roast beef sandwiches. They offer a variety of different paninis and made-to-order salads. You'll have the option of indoor or outdoor seating where you can enjoy Central Park, making this a fantastic start to your vacation. If you prefer Mexican food, then you'll want to head on over to the back of the ship on deck 15, where you'll find a Loco Fresh. It's a great space, an open space on deck 15. You'll have ocean views and the food is amazing. You'll also have the chance to head on over to the Teens Club and the sports area, the sports court there, and check those out. Another great option would be Solarium Bistro. It's another buffet style, but I consider the food that's offered at this buffet at the Solarium Bistro to be of better quality than the one that's typically served at the Windjammer. Anyone is welcomed at the Solarium Bistro. It is a restaurant that's open for people of all ages. It's just the solarium part that's only for guests 18 and over. So keep that in mind. If you're okay with paying a little extra money, then I suggest booking a specialty restaurant for lunch on embarkation day, or you can head on over to the Boardwalk neighborhood where you'll find Johnny Rockets and Playmaker Sports Bar, which both are great options. After lunch, once you're done exploring the ship, if you want to just sit back, relax, and kind of just do a little people watching, then I suggest you head on over to the schooner bars. Schooner, I'm not sure, but the point is that you'll find really good seating, comfortable sofas at this bar, and it was mostly empty. You'll be able to see the people down at the promenade kind of all crowded together, finding a place to sit, but you'll be able to sit comfortably and wait for that room on deck 6 right above the promenade. Let's talk about drinks. If you didn't purchase a drink package, maybe you don't drink much, here are some alternatives for you. Pre-purchase the soda cooler. So we purchased this cooler with 6 cans of soda, and it lasted us the whole cruise. We barely drink much soda, so it's perfect if you have kids who don't or shouldn't be drinking much soda. Coffee cards. If you like coffee, specialty coffees that is, such as cappuccinos, lattes, iced coffees that aren't included in your cruise fare, there is a coffee card that you can purchase for $31 and you'll be able to use it 15 times. So you'll go and stop by either the Cafe Promenade or Park Cafe and redeem your card. They'll punch it twice for a larger coffee or once for a regular cup. Something that I noticed was that at one particular location at the Cafe Promenade, they would punch 2 servings for a cappuccino whenever I order that. But when I went to Park Cafe, I'd order the same cappuccino and they would only punch or take away 1 coffee redemption. So keep that in mind. Maybe try it out and see where you get charged only 1 serving and go to that place. You're not able to use the coffee card at the Starbucks location, but if you do have your app for Starbucks coffee, you are able to use that and pay through your app. You are also able to bring gift cards and use those to purchase your Starbucks coffee on board. You'll also be able to earn stars, but you won't be able to redeem any points while on board. Water. So water is free. Tap water is free on the cruises. I've always just gone with this option. So if you are not interested in purchasing water bottles, what I suggest is that you bring your own refillable water bottle from home. And then there are some locations throughout the cruise where you can refill your bottles. You can refill your bottles at any of the buffet stations, and you can also refill your water bottle by Cafe Promenade and Sorrento's. They have ice water stations there. So I suggest that at nighttime, before heading over to your room, you stop by one of these locations and refill your water bottles. Dining. Specialty dining is something that you can purchase. And in order to save a little bit of money, I would suggest that if you wanted to try any of the restaurants, that you book a lunch reservation. So lunch reservations are going to be more affordable, but you're going to be able to try most of the menu that the restaurant offers. Another tip regarding specialty dining is to avoid making a reservation during lobster night. Your wait staff can let you know when lobster night is, and so make sure that you do not book specialty dining on that night. It used to be that you can order several lobsters. Now they've done away with that. Most cruise lines only allow for each person to order one lobster. Now, here's what you can do. If you want to order a second lobster, maybe someone in your party does not care for lobster, so that person can order the lobster in another entree, and when they are served the dish, they can simply give it to you. So that's one way around not having to pay for that extra lobster. Shopping. On Royal Caribbean, there are many shopping opportunities, so make sure that you watch out for those sales. Make sure that you arrive there early because a lot of people are going to want to take advantage of the deals and the merchandise is going to sell out fast. Crowds. So again, I go back to the topic of crowds. Let's face it, it doesn't matter which type of vacation you book, you are going to have to face crowds. You're going to have to find ways to beat the crowds, no matter if you're doing a land vacation or a cruise vacation. So the same applies. So the pool decks and solarium can be crowded, especially on sea days. How to avoid crowds? If you like to avoid the crowds, consider staying on the ship during a port day. You'll find that many people get off to venture and do different excursions. You're gonna find that most of the cruise ship will be considerably empty. You're gonna be able to enjoy it, leaving you with your choice of pools, jacuzzis, and loungers. I've done this on particular ports that I've already visited or on those ports that I don't have much interest in. So if you find yourself visiting a port that you've already been to, or maybe you didn't find an excursion that really drew your attention, consider staying on the ship and you'll be able to enjoy all the activities. The kids will be able to go down those slides. You'll be able to enjoy the pool decks, enjoy the jacuzzis, be able to find a great lounge spot with no issues. However, if you're planning to go into port, and especially if you have excursions to get to, I would highly recommend that you use room service to order breakfast. This will give you and your family time to eat while everyone gets ready in the comfort of your own room, and you'll avoid having to fight the crowds at the buffet. Well, my friends, that's all for today. Happy and safe travels. I hope that you have enjoyed this series. Please remember to support this channel by hitting that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.